Hi everybody, this is MGD from HorrorSociety.com, and I'm here today with Tamara Glynn. How are you doing, Tamara?
I'm great, Michael. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. I'm actually really excited to speak to you today. I know you have a lot going on.
We do. I have a lot going on. Me and my amazing team, all of us together, we've got a, I think that's an overloaded statement right now. There's a world of fun and exciting things going on right now.
I know, I've been reading up on you, and I know there's a lot. So the first thing I want to just get out of the way is the Halloween 5 stuff, because I know that's what everybody kind of knew you from a little while ago. So I just wanted to ask you a couple questions on that so we can move on to all the good stuff that's happening now.
Sure. Right.
First of all, I wanted to know how you actually got involved with Halloween 5. Did you audition for the part?
I did audition. I got the audition from my manager agent at the time when I was 18 years old and living in California. And it was like any other audition as far as protocol. I went in and read for it. And as soon as I picked up the side to read on Samantha, the role of Samantha, it kicked in and I became her, and it was amazing. And I just fell in love with the little role, and they put me on tape, and I think they overnight the tape to Dominique, our wonderful director of Halloween 5. And I left the next day, actually going to Miami to shoot the Miami Vice finale. And so I was down there shooting the Vice finale, and I got the call that I had started Halloween 5 and shortly left to go to Salt Lake City, Utah.
So it sounds like you were actually really excited to actually book the role. I was wondering if there was ever any apprehension, because it was like the fifth movie in a slasher franchise, but it actually sounds like you were pretty excited to get the role of Samantha.
Right, and I was, and I was a fan of the franchise before, ever even, auditioning. I mean, my goodness. And, the thing about Halloween is that I put it in another category. I don't really categorize Halloween as a slasher film. I think it's more, I think Halloween is in a class all by itself. I think the anticipation, and I've talked about this before on a lot of other shows, the Michael's executions, they've always been, the more realistic ones. He's not grabbing a lot of strange objects in the barn or, in the shed and killing people with them. I mean, he's using your basic household, tools. So, but yeah, I mean, I've always taken just so much pride in being a part of the franchise, and it's amazing. The fans are amazing, and I love it. And it's been 35 years last November of the Halloween franchise, 25 years of Halloween 5, and I mean, let's go for 35 more, gang.
Yes, I actually saw that at one of your events that we're going to talk about. You guys are actually it's actually on the 25th anniversary. But I was wondering if there was ever what is your favorite part having played Samantha? Was it the kill? Was it just, what was your favorite moment playing Samantha?
I would have to say definitely the barn scenes.
Oh, yeah.
They were amazing. And, Greg Nicotero with K&D Effects, and we're all, huge fans of Greg's now. But just having the opportunity to work with Greg and Dominique and Rob Draper, and it was amazing. It was, and using I learned a lot at the time. In fact, Halloween 5 is what really, really got my interest start in, getting behind camera as well as being in front of camera. And that's why I've spent about the last 20 years of my life. It's, it's been a balance of both, but primarily, behind camera and, working with the special effects and the appliance that was on that walker. It was fun. It was great.
I can imagine, and I didn't even know that Greg worked on Halloween 5, so you basically just taught me something about the movie. How do you feel knowing that little portion of your life has made such a big influence on horror fans so many years later?
Right, and I think that, I can honestly say I appreciate it now more than I did then. I mean, at the time, yes, it was cool, but, you know, there's a huge difference when you're 18 as opposed to when you're, you know, 45.
Right.
And, yes, I just told my age. You know, and I was out of the fan life for many years, and Justin Beam is the one that kind of gave me back to the fans and gave the fans to me. And that was back in August 2012. And life has been amazing. I tell you what, this franchise has the strongest, sweetest, most loyal, loving fans of any franchise. And I've observed it. I've watched. And the support is overwhelming. I mean, they've brought tears to my eyes on many occasions. But it's amazing to go to conventions and meet fans, and it's amazing to hear from filmmakers who are just, you know, starting out that, you know, Carpenter was a huge influence, you know, to them, and, you know, when they were kids and stuff. And wow, I mean, it's had such a lasting impact across the board on fans, filmmakers, actors, actresses, you know, special effects, makeup, then the list goes on, Michael.
Oh yeah, I know. I mean, I think it was 4 and 5 are actually one of the first movies I remember watching as a child, and I think that's kind of what kick-started my love for horror films was 4 and 5. I don't actually think I saw 1 and 2 yet. I just saw 4 and 5 either on TV or I think VHS. And
right.
You know, as a 7-8-year-old, it even made an impression on me then. You know, and it's led you to a lot of good things, and I think it's led a lot of other fans and, like you said, filmmakers and actors to a lot of great things as well. And
right, and it's opened the door up, and it's certainly, you know, it certainly opens up, you know, many other franchises. I mean, it's been the leader of the pack, so to speak, and you know, I mean, Halloween has always been the leader, and the franchise has done nothing but continually led by example.
Right.
And that's why I'm so proud and hugely blessed to be a part of it. It's amazing.
We're gonna put Halloween 5 aside because we need to move on. You have I could probably talk for hours about your time with Halloween and what's life been like since, but I know we have a lot of other stuff to cover. You know, I know you're an actress outside of Halloween. You did Growing Pains, you did Freddy's Nightmare, you did Knott's Language, like you said, you did Miami Vice. Now you're going to be acting in a short film called Howl of a Good Time.
Indeed I am.
What can you tell me about that?
Yeah, this is super exciting to me. I have wanted to work with director Patrick Ray. He directed Nailbiter, and Patrick's short. Patrick Ray is the reason that I have developed an internal love for short films. His work is amazing. He has that high-end indie flair, very almost commercialized Disney sometimes, and he just takes all of these elements and he tells the story in his short films. It's absolutely incredible. And I've yet to see very many filmmakers who can do this and pull it off, and the way that Patrick does it, it's beautiful. So I told Patrick about a year ago, I said, dude, you know, I would love to be in one of your short films, because, like I said, he's amazing, and he is just so, his precision, his preciseness, and just his audio. I mean, the guy is just, I can't say enough nice things about Patrick Ray and his talent. But so anyways, we started out, and he wrote a script for me, because I definitely, you know, we both knew that we wanted to work with each other. So he wrote a script, and it was called Cabin Pressure, and that had some things to do with some airplanes and stuff like that, and do the, you know, the FAA and a lot of red tape.
Right.
We decided to take the concept in another direction, which he did beautifully. And Howl of a Good Time is set in a theater, inside the theater that I'm sitting in right now. And it's an all-star cast. What we figured was, since everyone was going to be in for the festival, why not go ahead and just add, you know, a short film with basically this all-star genre cast. So that's what we did. Leslie Easterbrook is starring in it with me. Renee Gerling. It's more or less, I mean, Tim Welch, who has Scream in the Dark effects up in Omaha, Nebraska. It's let me see who else is in it. Justin Beam, Timothy, Andrew Edwards. There's a lot of people here locally that are in it. Jeff Allen with one of our largest stations in Arkansas, 94.1 KKBT. Amy Perkins and Howl. She is one of my producers, and she is an on-air DJ at KLAZ Radio here in town. So it's a who's who of friends, and like I said, a lot of familiar faces, whether it be Arkansas or on a national level. So we're excited.
I'm excited. That's one of the first things I looked at. You mentioned the cast. It does have a lot of people from very noteworthy titles.
Yes. And I will say this: I cannot leave them out. And right now, you have to excuse me because I'm running on very little energy. One of my sweetest friends in the world, Felissa Rose, is also starring in it, and we all love Felissa from Sleepaway Camp, and also Frank Sorrentino, who has a new hit show out called The Sorrentinos.
Right.
And, he's Mike's brother from Jersey Shore, so they're also starring in it. So it's amazing. It's huge. It's big. I don't know if they've ever tried to do anything like this in the past at other festivals, but we're doing it, and if it hasn't been done, then we're setting it for the record book.
Is it true that you are an executive producer on this as well as appearing in it too?
I am. Producing has been such a huge part of my life. And being behind the camera and producing, and I've done everything from grip work to craft services to clean the toilets to MC the moho to I've done it all. And I was raised back in old school when you had to get your start at the bottom and you kind of work your way up. And I've been in this industry in some capacity since I was 10, so you're looking at 35 years. And now producing is just it's a natural love of mine. It's more so than directing right now, but I think in 4 or 5 years I may look at directing a project or two, and it's going really well.
Oh, well, I'm definitely excited to see you directing in a couple years. When are you filming Howl of a Good Time? Is that set yet?
We are filming at our theater here in Arkansas. It's the Historic Central Theater in downtown Hot Springs National Park, Arkansas. And we are shooting the short prior to, let me give you some little backstory here. The festival, my Horror Film Festival opens up next week, October 23rd through the 26th. And my guests will start arriving next Wednesday on the 22nd, and our first shot, we're popping off next Thursday morning at 6 a.m. So,
oh, nice.
Right. So we're trying to get all the interior shots done prior to opening up for the festival on Thursday and Friday. So we're going to get all the interiors done, and then open up for the festival and just have an amazing time. We've got the nonprofit that we have is the Hot Springs Arts and Film Institute, and we're a filmmaker for filmmaker industry festival. It's our passion to educate, and I always say if one filmmaker can come in and take just one little piece of knowledge and apply it, put it right into his next project, then we're winning. That's what it's about. And filmmakers come in, they have an excellent way to get up close and network with key industry people. And of course, Leslie Easterbrook's going to be here. My friend Timothy, Andrew Edwards out of LA. He's one of the industry's finest music composers. In fact, he just did the score on Malik Akkad's directorial debut called Free Fall. Tim is coming in because there's so many key elements in these songs that filmmakers aren't thinking about. So, whether it be sound, just the design and the composing. So Tim's going to come in. He's going to speak on that. Bart Mastronardi, who teaches cinematography at the New York Film Academy. Bart will be in. We're going to do some fun things with him and his expertise on how to make it look pretty. And we're about educating filmmakers and helping them out. And we also cover from finance to distribution. And we're just here to teach and everyone have a great time and network. And this is where lifelong relationships are made. Last year was our first annual, and it was incredible. And like I said, the friendships that are made, there's magic that happens at this festival, so I'm really excited.
Oh yeah, I'm glad you explained that, because when I see Hot Springs Horror Film Festival, I just think of, you know, films and guests. I'm really glad that you mentioned that there's almost gonna kind of be classes in a way for filmmakers.
Right. We have panels, right? I mean, like last year being our first, you know, Jeff Burr was in, David Schmoller, a good friend of ours, who created the Puppet Master series. And what we did, we brought in some old school and we blended it and balanced it out with, you know, the newer school, you know, directors and filmmakers. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to just to keep on adding the quality and the added production value in these films. And, you know, education is key. Equipment is changing, you know, every minute that we speak, and it's not only about keeping up with the equipment, it's just about basically knowing your skill and taking those risks. So that's what we're here to teach.
Wow, I'm actually really inspired by what you said. I mean, I think it's going to be great because, I mean, even just conducting this interview with you, I'm actually learning so much. So I think you teaching and helping with other people is going to be really great. You should do a book.
Hey, you know, actually, I was, someone approached me to do a book about 2 or 3 weeks ago, about 2 or 3 weeks ago. So I still have to return that email, but it sounds pretty interesting right now. So that may be in the future.
Yeah, you already got my money. I would buy your book.
Well, I just think, I mean, Michael, at this point in my life, I'm very blessed, and I have a beautiful, healthy 19-year-old son who is amazing. I'm so proud of him. Mom is my number one greatest title.
Yes,
you know,
always.
in the world, and everything else is secondary. And it feels so good to give back to fans that, like I said, they love the genre. They're filmmakers as well, and for Bill Holland and I to be able to, you know, have the Hot Springs Arts and Film Institute and to educate and just have this amazing time. I mean, it makes a huge difference. It does. It's our passion. It's our love. We want to share this, and because we want our friends to succeed, and we want filmmakers to succeed. But we want them to do it the right way.
Right, of course.
Yeah, there's more than shooting a film, you know, on your iPhone and putting some copywritten music. Yeah, there's just, I'm not even gonna go there and point fingers, but there's just a lot more to it, and also here at the theater, well, we've got opening up this Thursday night. We have the Theater of Horror.
Yes.
And I'll tell you about this because I'm so excited.
Yes.
One of my producers that I mentioned earlier, Amy Perkins in Howl, she is directing the Theater of Horror. And it is a live stage performance mixed with scary haunts.
Okay.
And it's never been done here in Arkansas. I don't know if it's been done anywhere else. But we have international spirologist John Burton, who is designing some of the sets, and he did write and do some revisions on some of the play dialogue. But it's about a curse here in the theaters. It happened back in the 1930s, and it's a true story. So if anyone out there is listening and you want to come to the theater, come on, and it's just going to be great fun.
I wish I could go. Like, it really sounds like I mean, I've been to a lot of festivals, both working for Horror Society and just on my own going to check it out. And yours really seems like the most innovative, you know, genuine, like, inspiring one. So tell, you know, for anybody who listens, tell them again the dates and the times and where it's at so that they can find it.
Okay, let me go back. There's so much going on. The Theater of Horror opens this coming Thursday night, whatever date that is. I don't even know what day it is anymore because my schedule is so packed. But it opens this Thursday night here in Hot Springs National Park, Arkansas. It will run throughout the month of October and will end on November the 2nd. The Hot Springs Horror Film Festival will run October 23rd through the 26th, and get your tickets now. They are available. This event will be sold out. www.hotsprings.horrorfilmfestival.com. And like I said again, it's going to be myself, Leslie Easterbrook, Timothy Andrew Edwards, Felissa Rose, Frank Sorrentino, Justin Beam, Renee Gerling. I mean, you name it, we're here. It's happening. And also, we're going to have the world premiere of Felissa Rose's new film, Blood Reservoir. And we also have a film that's screening. It's called Act to Grind, and it stars Debbie Rashawn. So lots of exciting things going on. Come on, Michael, come on down.
I know. I'm gonna hop in my car right now. I should be able to get
on the road. Come on. Get that sound out. You can only hit that down, but it's fun. And this is not just. We also have other categories besides horror, of course.
Right.
We also have thriller, sci-fi, and fantasy, and this is more of. I mean, yes, with films you have to be careful with kids, but
yes.
These are not just cheap, slasher, gory. I mean, there's a lot of thought and there's so much passion and talent that these filmmakers have put into these films. I mean, they're awesome. They really are. I'm very, very, very proud of every film that is in this festival.
See, I mean, I think we just need to move on because I'm getting really jealous that I can't go. It's like it's horrible. I'm gonna send somebody there with a camera. Be like, just don't tell her.
You need to come yourself, and when you get here, I'm gonna put you to work.
I would totally work.
Also, this coming weekend, actually, I fly out to Indiana on Friday to appear at ShoptoberCon.
Yes.
In Evansville, and that is with Ari Lehman and his band, Fitzpatrick. A couple more people are going to be there, and you can get the tickets online now at their official website, at the ShoptoberCon official website. So yeah, we're busy. It's our time of the year. It's Michael Myers. It's Halloween. It's haunts. It's fun. It's family fun. It's fun, Michael.
I know it's fun.
It's also coming. Guess who else is going to show at the Hot Springs Horror Film Festival?
You. Well,
besides
you.
me, of course, I'm the hostess and co-director.
I know, but I don't know. I don't know.
I haven't. I just looked at what's sitting on my desk right now as I'm talking to you. The Staten Island Clown.
Oh my God! Really?
At the Hot Springs Horror Film Festival. Me, myself, and I do not like clowns. So I'm a little scared because he was popping up in Staten Island. He made national news and international news and all that stuff, and he's coming right here to the theater. So if anyone sees me like, hauling right out the doors and running like hell down the street, it's because probably he's chasing me.
Oh my God, that's so weird. Like, I see him on the news all the time because I'm literally an hour from Staten Island. So it's like...
Right. Yeah, he's going to be here.
That's going to be so much fun.
I may have to put on a mask and, chase him back or something. Because clowns, I'm highly terrified of clowns.
I think everybody is. I think that's why they're still, still used in scary movies all the time. People just hate clowns.
They're evil, and there's so many clowns just, I mean, they're as popular as, these pig heads and stuff. In fact, in my office, I just turned the other direction, and there's a pig head right there. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, plus there's a leg in the floor, and there's a head, part of an arm with some yuckies hanging out of it, gross.
That's awesome.
It's Halloween, right?
That is a producer's office, man. That is like the definition of a producer's office. Everything is crammed in there, and you're ready to go.
Yes. So we have a theater filled with all kinds of fun stuff. So, I invite everyone to come out. It's amazing. It's an amazing time, and come out and cheer these indie filmmakers on, and be a part of the magic. That's what it's about.
All right. Well, is there anything that we should touch upon that maybe I missed that you would definitely like to get out there while I still have you?
I think that's good. Just keep. There's a lot of projects on hold for 2015. Probably about the middle of November, I'm going to take off a few days.
Right.
After all of this, and you know, we're going to sprint to the finish, and you know, it's just a super fun time, and I'm proud of the band, and I'm proud of the franchise, and I'm proud of all these filmmakers. Like I said, projects are on hold for 2015. Hell of a Good Time will be available to purchase at some point. I will keep you guys at Horror Society updated on that. And wish us luck here in Arkansas.
I mean, is it really that long from New Jersey to Arkansas? Can I do the drive?
Hey, if the boys from Staten Island can drive down here nonstop, you know, you can do this.
I'll ask.
We've got so many people from the East Coast coming. I mean, we've got people from Ohio driving in. We have, you know, a ton of people coming out of New York and driving down. It's just, this is fun. It takes a lot to commit to, like, a 22-hour straight through road trip. And that's how important this event is, because we start planning before, you know, this one is wrapped up. We start planning for next year.
Right.
And it's just, it's unspoken that everyone's going to be here, and we need to know everyone knows what to do to make it happen. And I'm telling you, it's magical. If you've ever experienced anything magical, this is it. This is the place to be.
I agree, and I am so happy I got a chance to speak with you today, because, I mean, you've taught me stuff about filmmaking and promoting, and I think I'm really glad you spoke on just how in-depth your horror film festival, or your masterclass festival, I don't even know what to call it. I'm glad that you really spoke on that well, because now people know that it's more than just a meet and greet scenario. There's so much more. So I'm definitely
right. There is. I mean, there's steps, and there's a lot of meaning there. And like I said, being a filmmaker, myself and Bill Ballin, us being behind the camera. I mean, Bill was he was on as one of the production designers on the show called Stockings for 6 seasons. He's been in the industry out in California for a long time. You know, myself as well, and it's just so fun to find like-minded people, and we all get together, and we celebrate, and we learn, and we love, and, you know, we really, really root each other on. We do.
Oh, it's like a little horror family.
Yeah, it is. There's so much love, and it is, because we want our friends to succeed, and what we do is we try our best to give you the tools to succeed. And that's what it's about. Yes.
Well, I'm going to let you go, because I know you have more than I thought you had going on. So much more. I really appreciate you taking the time to speak with me today and fitting me into your schedule.
Oh, thank you.
I'm going to keep everybody up to date going forward about Howl of a Good Time and any other appearances and your other projects. I'm going to keep everybody up to date, and I'm going to continue to promote your horror festival, because I think everybody should know about it. So you get back, you get back to work. I'm going to get ready to, you know, put this interview out there, and have a wonderful rest of your week, and good luck with everything.
Thank you, and you get your math out, or you get your GPS, and I expect to see you here.
I'll try.
You have a little over a week to get here, so get here, Michael. Come on.
I'll see if my friend Randy will go with me. He just had a baby, but, well, his girlfriend just had a baby, but I think if I told him you were there, he would go.
Oh, that's sweet. All right, well, thank you for the opportunity today, and you take care, and be in touch.
You too. Be in touch. Have a good day.
Okay, you too.